Hi everyone, I'm Julie Dohrman, and today we're going to look at two seated forward bends and how to get into them with very good alignment. So this is my friend Brett, who's going to help me out. And so please take a wide seat. The first pose we'll look at is Upavishta Konasana. Now in the forward bends, we look for two main things that will create optimal flow of energy. And the forward bends are really good to help you get grounded, especially at this time of year when we're headed toward more darkness, and grounding is going to be what's called for. So first thing is that we try to create a curve in the low back. And so I'm going to have you see how his back is rounded in the opposite way. So instead, I'm going to have Brett start with your hands behind you. And we do what's called the first principle of Anusara, which is opening to grace. And it's a means by which we open to just our breath and where we are at this very moment. And receive it fully, so the pelvis also will just naturally ground. And then the second thing we do is what's called muscular energy, and it's a firming of the muscle to the bone. We hug to the midline, and then also from the feet, we pull all the way up to the focal point of this pose. And in this pose, it's the pelvis. So firm your legs, and the four sides of the legs get toned. And it's very insulating and creates safety. Then we create the curve. So with the muscles staying toned, we go to the top of each leg. The top of the inner thigh rolls down toward the floor while the butt goes out. You pull your buttock flesh out. And this is called the inner spiral. Top of the thighs spiral back and wide. And so you get this really juicy curve in the low back, which helps them fold forward. We want to keep the curve and then go to the length. So we do outer spiral. Scoop your tailbone, which pushes the outer butt flesh down and the outer legs back down, and yet the low back stays lifted in and up, and then you can lengthen. Pelvis grounds, low back, and even low belly start to lift as the spine extends forward. Keep the curve and lengthen. That's great. And then inhale, come on up. And the second pose we'll do is Janu Shirsasana. Generally the same shape, but one leg is bent. Go ahead, bend your right knee for me. Let's stay here for now, so you're in this position. Yeah. And so again, we want to find this curve in the low back and then the length. So you can back out of the pose, breathe in, and even bring your hands behind you. Yeah. So the inner body lengthens and expands on all four sides, even here. And then tone the legs, create the curve. The low back has to move in and up. And you want to keep this low back curve even as you take it to the forward bend. And there's an element of a twist to it as well. You can fold forward. Now you see he's got the curve really good. You can take the full form of the pose. So right hand can go outside. Yep. Now the grounding needs to happen a lot. Tailbone roots down without losing the curve in the low back. Then you extend all the way up through the fullness of the spine. And these are excellent poses to get you ready for full-on fall and winter. And then keeping the grounding, inhale, come on